Hello, everybody. I just wanted to give a chance to shoot and shout and scream and holler, I guess. Maybe not so much scream and holler, but about this anonymous letter. What is this anonymous letter going to be all about? So I have it right here. I read it over a couple of times, trying to figure out why any newspaper would trash any politician publicly by stating an anonymous letter. It comes down to gossip corner. And everybody knows how bad gossip gets. And I can't believe that they take an anonymous letter written by somebody presumably high up in his organization, in the Trump's organization, as fact. None of that matters. If it's anonymous, anybody could have written this, including the owner of the New York Times, just because they do not like Trump. So they could have done and said anything they wanted. So that would be fine. But every news organization is running around, including Fox, touting about this letter and who wrote it. And oh my God, the big conspiracy of who wrote it. But yet, they will take this person's point of view over Donald Trump's point of view, and nobody knows who this person is. I'm sorry. I really do. Well, let me get to the point. Let me get the reason why I'm posting a live video on this. For my opinion on who wrote the letter. And I personally think, because the way the letter was written and how it's presented and the terminologies used throughout the letter, I think it's part of the press corps at the White House. And the reason why is because when you write an article, any article you read in the newspaper or whatever story you have, they have to build it up. Then in the middle, they have the reason for it, and then they will give you examples why they think they are right. Doesn't matter if you're left, right, or who are you doing. And that's what this article does. Right in the middle of the letter, let me see, I highlighted it right there. This is the middle of the letter, and it states, let me see if I can read it because it's small. It says, in addition to this mass marketing of the notion that the press is the enemy of the people. Remember this issue that they all got bent out of shape over just about a week or two ago? President Trump's impulses are generally anti-trade and anti-democratic. That right there tells me that it's a press correspondence writing this, because everything else after that are all the talking points that the press hates about Trump and what they bag on him about. So it has to be, in my opinion, part of the press corps throwing more slander out there, because everybody that stood up and said they did not write this letter was part of the cabinet. Nobody is looking at the press corps in the White House. And the White House press corps has just as much authority as anybody else in there, too. They have to be clarified. So why would you be anonymous? You write an article, because this article is not written by a politician or even a speechwriter. This article was written by a journalist person of some type, whether it be a television journalist, newspaper journalist, anybody. The other thing is the New York Times knows who wrote this. And they decided not to put the name on there because it's probably one of their journalists that wrote the letter. Think about it. It's in this administration, he has been so successful at everything he's done. But yet, there was a statement that was even posted on Facebook, which is really interesting. If Trump is destroying this country, why is Obama trying to take credit for all the good things Trump's doing? That's exactly what it comes down to. Think about this, people. This letter is a distraction to everything else that's going on. And the press loves it. They're eating it up. They are talking more about themselves than anything else and using the name of Trump and Pence and the rest of them. And it's becoming mind-numbingly, I don't even know what the word is. My brain is just like turning to mush with all the stupidity. And this, to me, is a serious violation of journalistic ethics, if you will. I hate to say this, and I really despise Colin Kaepernick. I don't care for Nike for taking him on, but Colin Kaepernick put his name on the idiocy that he's doing. This person refuses to put their name on it because everything he says is nothing but talking points of what the media is currently doing to try to undermine Trump. I do believe they should look at the press corps in the White House to find out who wrote this letter, because it's a journalist doing slanderistic views of the president. Well, it might have been the one that he said it wasn't allowed to come into the meetings anymore, kicked her out. Remember that? That could be the person. So look for the person that's mad at him, which is the entire press corps. Congress, on the other hand, they're fighting for an agenda one way or another. It doesn't matter if you're Democrat or Republican, if you love the president or hate the president. They know they have to make the presidency work and the office of government work. The person that wrote this letter has no agenda except for smearing the president, which turns it right back again to the mainstream media. And I do believe it's coming straight out of the New York Times. That's my opinion. Hi, everybody. I'm glad y'all joined me really quick here. I had to voice my opinion on that. It's driving me nuts. The media is taking this letter to a whole nother level. It's gossip, unrelated gossip. You know, Jiminy Christmas. I can't wait until Geico comes on and says, "Did you read that letter? Well, you could save 15% on your insurance if you continue reading the anonymous gossip letters from the New York Times." This is Russell Mays. Thank you very much. Talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.